What's up, guys? It's your boy Blackrue back with another video. Before we get started today, cue Indigo Saint.
Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer? Best believe I was Blackrue investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting. So we binge on our Blackrue investing. Best believe I was Blackrue investing. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue investing. Best believe I was Blackrue investing.
My man Indigo, what's going on, guys? Back for another video today. Let's go see if we're live, and then we can roll and get started with this thing. Yep, we are live. So we're going to talk about three cryptos which I'm pretty high on, especially I'll stop talking so there's no double talk or echo. So let me kill this as soon as it comes up. Let's go see if we're live, and then we can. Okay, perfect. So guys, we're gonna talk about flow. We're gonna talk about DAG. We're gonna talk about VXV. VXV we've never talked about on this channel before, but definitely come over here to the channel. I just did a recent live stream with my guy Crypto Logic John. Um, Call him LCX family because we both love the LCX token. This is about the third time we've done a live together. First two we did was on his channel, excuse me, and this is the first time I had him on my channel. Also did an interview with my guy Bird Dog about CBDCs and privacy tokens. Just realize when you listen to the Bird Dog video, it was meant to be on Rockfin because my guy Bird Dog and I he does talk about a lot of kind of esoteric, ancient knowledge, hidden knowledge things. So understand, it's like you're getting both two sides of the coin. You're getting like the sovereignty tokens here with Bird Dog and the privacy tokens, and then with John, you're getting the more kind of corporate, more electric, regulated side. We do it all here on Blackrue Investing, right? So definitely check out both of those videos. Very cool. Um, so VXV is something I got from my guy John. Um, really excited to take a look at it. But before we do, I just want to do one thing that I promised my friend I would do. I just wanted to let him what you know about this guy's a project he's doing. So here's one of his sites, Tithe with Bitcoin. If you like want to send like donations from the church to like to and from the church, um, Tithe with Bitcoin is one of the ways you can do it. This is a gentleman I actually work with, um, and this site was actually featured on BitBoy's channel, and you know how much grief I give BitBoy, but since he big up one of my guys here, gotta mention it. And there's also a charity project he's doing with kids in Kenya. This is a Kenyan church, as you can see in the background. Um, so I'm not getting paid anything from the project, and a portion of the project funds go to the kids in Kenya and the church in Kenya. If you guys want to know any more about it, you can go to Charity NFT Project on OpenSea. And like I said, I'm not getting any of the funds here. This is solely for the kids. My guy at work, I'm not going to divulge his name. I don't know if he wanted me to do that or not, but I'm sure it's probably on the collection or on his Tithe with Bitcoin site if you want to check that out. I'm sure his name is probably on here somewhere. Um, but I know he's a solid guy. I know that the funds are going to go where he says they're going to go because he's an honest person. Um, and it's a collection he got together with a whole bunch of the people um, that he was helping there in the church in Kenya. So I told him I would pass that along to people, and I wanted to pass that along to you guys. So now into the topic here, guys. Um, let's go with vector space first because this one's very, very interesting. But let me just take a look see and see who's in the crowd over here. Okay, nobody yet, but that's okay. Probably get some people on the tape, so that's fine. Let's look at VXV. Now, VXV here. Vector Space Biosciences expands scientific advisory board and collaborations. So, first of all, I was very, very shocked to see that they're collaborating with NASA. Okay? If we were to just do some little searches here. So you can see right here, Vector Space Biosciences, parent company of Vector Space AI, and that's what this coin is, Vector Space AI. If we go back here, you see Vector Space AI. Um, it was as high as $18, and it's down as low as 38 cents here. Like, can you imagine the X on that? Let's see here. So 10X would be $3.08. Uh, 20X would be. So I'm thinking this is somewhere like this is like 15X. I might be wrong here. Let me just bust out the handy calculator. I might be wrong. It might be 50X if it gets back to its high. Let me bust out the calculator because I might be wrong here. So we'll just go ahead and do 50X because I think that's what it is. Ugh. Sorry guys, put in the wrong number. 38 times 38 times 50 is 19. So yeah, it's 50x. Basically a 50x from here if it gets back to its high. So that's pretty huge. But again, let's go. I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm just gonna close some files down. Okay, so let's search NASA. So wow, guys, they're working with groups like CERN, SpaceX, NASA's Gene Lab and Biospecimen Sharing Group, and wow, this is huge. If you guys are not familiar with CERN, CERN is a place where they have this high hadron collider, and they're basically working with mini black holes. They, it's crazy. Look up CERN. There's a lot of like whole esoteric and like conspiracy stuff with CERN, but needless to say, they're working with mini black holes, and this is not conspiracy theory at all. That part is not conspiracy theory. It's literally on their website. They're working with mini black holes. Um, but yeah, they seem to be working with CERN. Let's just take a little snippet of what they're doing. Um, Announces the three additions to its scientific advisory board. Okay, so yeah, so apparently they're working with three different people from the advisory board that are from these different places. So Dr. Paul Slowey, and let's see here, Syra I Mian, and all religious. I'm not even gonna try. Rin, I'm gonna try. Rinkevich, Rinkevicius, Rinkevicius. Sounds right. Rinkevicius. Um, so along with those advisors, which includes Mina Bissell, Okay, these guys are trying to do some more stuff. I'm not gonna read it all so we don't get too hung up on it. I'll do a video on it later. Um, but yeah, the potential, the literal potential there is humongous. Let's go on their website and see if we can discover a little bit just more about these guys here. But the price potential of a possible 50x is very huge there. And if they're having these type of people in the room, former people that worked with CERN, former people that worked with NASA, that means they're going to be highly and heavily connected. Um, so it's sad there. The website doesn't really show much. If that's it, that's really sad. Using ensemble language models to generate feature vectors that are transformed into correlation matrix datasets and ultimately a signal, we uncover hidden relationships among stocks, cryptos, global events, and themes to protect and inform your investment portfolio. And literally, that's kind of all they say. That can't be their website, is it? That's that's really lacking. All right, let's see if we can find something else here on CoinGecko. Okay, that same site, white paper and spaces, space biosciences medium. Okay, the medium might be more information that's more specific for us. Okay, so they're giving a presentation coming up, upcoming, or it's already passed at Gene Lab NASA. So yes, they are directly connected to NASA. We just read how they expanded their board. So yeah, they seem to be working heavily in space involved things, which and DAG, or I'm sorry, and CERN involved things. So the reason I brought these guys up because DAG is also kind of connected with the U.S. government type deals. Um, they actually stripped it from their website. You can't really find it on their website anymore. If you guys have seen me cover these guys before, you would understand. They show up there who like that they have deals in place with these people, but it's no longer on their website. If you're to go take a look at it here, they kind of stripped it from the website. Um, but they are, yes, they are related to those guys. I don't know why they chose to take it off the website, but it's pretty cool that they have deals in place with those type of people. Yeah, so it seems like they kind of obscured it on the website. You kind of have to go down to all the news posts to really find it. But it's really cool to know that they have those type of people behind them. These guys, DAG, they had a deal in place with the U.S. Air Force, um, and I also think they had a space deal in place, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, Constellation, Crypto, and then NASA. Pretty sure they had also a deal in place with NASA. Okay. Okay, it's probably not going to tell me because it's going to clash with constellation, space constellations. But yeah, I thought they were also doing something with NASA too. But yeah, maybe let's just try DAG crypto NASA. Maybe that might help. Okay, well, somebody here has it in a video here, but we also have it diving into DAG-based blockchain system. Nah, this is something different. But someone has it here that their partners include DAG, Uber, Quant, and others. But yeah, so that's another one I'm very extremely high on. And if we look at the profile, the price profile on DAG, it's not nearly as big as the X on it. Like the 50X is not nearly as big as what it is here for vector space. But it is another one where I'm very high on. It's gotten it back into the 7 cents area, even though I think we're probably going to see the crypto market go down lower. It's kind of creeping back towards 20 cents, but I really think it's going to go down to 17. We do have a couple more times where the Fed's going to meet and possibly raise rates even higher. So that's something that we really have to look out for. But still sitting here at like 7 cents, and it was as high as 45. 7 times 7 is 49. So we got something like a little under 7% or 7x here. If it gets back to these highs, which I really think in the next bull run in 2024, everything will eclipse these highs. Um, yeah, I definitely think everything will eclipse these highs, just like everything has done. Every bull one, Bitcoin eclipses its high. So let's see if we got anybody in the crowd over here. What's up, Bill Rice Senior? Appreciate it. What's up, Relaxing Serenity Sounds? And what's up, Crypto Clytie? If you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them in the thing. I'm going to finish here what I have to say about Constellation. So, Constellation, one of the projects that they're launching here that I'm really, really excited about is here. This is a Dapper Labs thing. We'll get back to that later. Um, is Genico. Now, this Genico, thanks Tons Tech for retweeting. So, Genico. So, Genico is one that's going to help us control, monetize, and gain insights from your health data. So, I'm sure you guys are familiar with these 23andMe type deals where you like, you know, pay like $70 or $80 to get like a little swab or something like that and send your DNA in, and they send it back and tell you you're like, okay, you're part Irish, part black, part whatever, like myself, Native American, black, Irish. Um, I didn't personally do any of those things, but that's besides the point. Basically, what those things are for is not just that you're paying them for the kit, and that's the money they make. They also have the right to use your DNA and do different things with your DNA and basically sell off your data. So you're happy because wow, you get to know all these different things about yourself, and they're making money from the DNA that you're basically paying them. You're basically giving them your data for them to go sell it off and make more money from it. Basically, um, and you're thinking, you're paying them to find out how much of a different this or that you are, but really what you're doing is giving them your data so they can go sell it off to other people. So in this case, Genico, it actually gives you the chance and the ability to say, okay, I'm going to send in this I'm going to send in my DNA or whatever. But now, if people want to use it, they're going to pay me to use it. So, of course, Genico is probably going to take a fee from that to keep themselves going. But in this case, instead of like 23andMe where you get nothing and you're paying them, in this case, you actually get the right to say, okay, I'll give my data to this person or that person and actually get some money back from it. We won't go too deep into it, but definitely come over to my channel. I go on a deep dive on that here with one of my DAG videos. Let me see if I can find the specific one so you guys can know what to come over here and look for. Okay, I'm not sure which one it is, but it's in one of my DAG videos here. Maybe it's time for me to do another DAG video as well. So I can do a video on Genico and VXV. So I'll definitely put those on my list so that I can refreshen those up. But another thing going on with DAG is they just hit their second mainnet. If you guys come over here, okay, this is another NASA thing with vector space. That's not what I want. So let's put it in here, DAG mainnet. So you can see different people are giving things away because of the mainnet 2 launch, but you can see here it's supposed to happen here. Oh, they already said it, so it's live. So usually things get a little pump when the next mainnet goes live, and that's probably why we can account for it to be 7 cents here, because that mainnet did go live. Let's go to the 7-day chart. So yeah, so it got a little bitty pump from the mainnet, and of course also a lot of the crypto did get a pump today too because we're close to touching 20 again, right? 20K with Bitcoin. But yeah, so hit a second mainnet. Probably you want to wait for this to go down a little bit, but you can always dollar cost average down. Like it's still a great price where it is right now. But yeah, um, and then also if you go to DAG, you'll see a lot of the different. Let me. You see a lot of the different people they give on their exchange. So DAG has its own exchange, and this exchange is called Lattice Exchange, and they launch really cool projects from this Lattice Exchange. You can see here, one of which I really think is cool is GeoJam. GeoJam is one where they're trying to have like a social platform that'll be something like Twitter or TikTok, but really useful to like say an artist. So say if an artist said, okay, should I go to like should I go to Denver next or should I go to California? How many people of you guys would pay to see me in Vallejo, California? Should we go to Vallejo, California, or should we go to Denver, Colorado? And then they do a little poll, and whatever poll wins, they go there. Like, so they want to actually offer tools that are going to be good to like a creator or an artist, so they can actually kind of take advantage of the people who are actually their fans. I use the word take advantage, but I re- I really mean like it's going to be really mutually exclusive for the fan and for the content creator or the artist or whatever, because they can actually poll their people and see what the people actually want from them. So that's pretty cool. Um, Here, Double Dice, this is one where they can basically, it's like basically betting and gaming. Um, it's basically a parlay system. You can do a parlay on almost anything. Um, very cool site because people love to parlay. People love to gamble on different things, right? Um, so couple different ones here, but Jenny Co is coming on here next. That was the one I just told you about controlling your own medical data. That's the one I'm really excited about coming up on DAG. And before we go into flow, let me see if we got any questions out here. Yep, that's right, L. Rice Senior. DNA miners at your expense, right? And you make nothing from it. Like it's like one guy whose podcast I listen to a lot, Sam Tripoli. He's like nothing's free, and it's true. Like okay, we think we're using all these social things for free, but really they're mining our data with these too. So really nothing's for free. So, but yes, next we're going into Flow, and Flow they just hired. Okay, so Dapper Labs has appointed Nick Gruden as their new chief business officer. Nick was previously VP of content and community partnerships at Meta. So they're taking from Meta and improving their whole thing. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Flow, they do NBA Top Shot, they do NFL All Day, and they do UFC Strike. So, two the major sports in America, they do the NFTs for them, and then they do it for UFC, like one of the biggest like fight guys or one of the biggest fight leagues out there, right? One time like rivaling and probably like more popular than boxing, right? Um, Flow, let's see where they've gone from. I think they were at least like 40 something dollars. Okay, yep. $39 all the way down to $1.66. Let's just say $1.50. $1.50 times. Oh my God, I can't do math in my head right now. $1.50 times three. Okay, let's just do $1.50 times 10. That's 15 times 2 is 20. So about a 25x, right? So 15 times 2 is 30, my bad. So so about a 20x, right? 25x from where it is right now. Which is pretty cool. I believe it can get there. They're doing different things that are kind of incentivizing the token, and it's a pretty low supply. Which reminds me of something I wanted to say about vector space. If we can go back there just for a second, you can see here DAG supply is about almost a little under three and a half, a little over 3.5 million. Not too bad. Like I said, if you do comparisons, Cardano is like 45 million. Solana's like a half a billion. Um, Cardano is 45 billion. I might have said million. You know, sorry about that. Um, but then when you look into these, so this is not bad when you put it into perspective of Cardano and stuff like that. This is pretty good. But vector space is only 50 million, which is like amazing. Like put that in perspective. Bitcoin is 21 million. Um, Quant, which is pretty high at like 150 something, it's like 14 million. So these things with the small supply like this are pretty huge. It can be pretty huge, and they're obviously in the room with big money people. If they're in the room with NASA and people like CERN, oh my God! So um, this is definitely one that you might really want to hold to onto in the future, because just 50 million is just a really low supply. And yeah, if you're in the room with those type of people, chances are we see this token get back to $18 sooner rather than later. Um, so yeah, and did I forget to say? SpaceX and all those other guys that they're also working with. But yeah, let's go back to Flow here. Flow not bad again with one almost 1.5 billion. But let's open up some of their products, shall we? NBA Top Shot, which really puts a spin on the basketball card with the moment. Like it's a small kind of like JPEG of, or I'm sorry, like an MP4 moment of a sweet basketball play makes like it's like basically the next level of a basketball card. And they do these things where they always team with like NBA players and NFL players to do different things. So it's like it's a really mutual exclusive thing because both the players association and the owners association get paid every time a card is sold. Every time a card is sold. So they're doing my old school Pistons. I love it from like the bad boy era. Dennis Rodman, Bill Laimbeer, Isaiah Thomas. But they just had a deal where they said they were doing with Cade Cunningham. Okay, yeah, tapped in featuring Cade Cunningham. Solidify your place in Cade and the Pistons leaderboards for a chance to meet Detroit rising star Cade Cunningham. So these are the type of deals that they do all the time with these players, um, and it's really really cool. It's like very new age marketing, and they'll email you in case like you missed it or not, and they do different things on Twitch, which is where a lot of younger people are. So they're not doing like the old school marketing where they're putting something in a newspaper or something like that, or like a magazine. They're hitting the young people where we are. um, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, you know what I mean? So this is why I really like this company. They're like new age when it comes to stuff like that. And then if we go look at their product, NFL All Day, I really love NFL All Day. Just like Top Shot, they kind of put together these things that incentivize you to hold the cards, and they're called challenges. So basically, if you own a certain set of cards, they'll give you something for free. And all you have to do is basically say, "Oh, I own these 5 cards," and then they'll give you a free version of the other, like the card that they're telling you about, right? So pretty cool. It really incentivizes holding on to the NFTs, and it really incentivizes people growing a collection. Um, so it really works. Like I said again, new age marketing. They're doing the same thing with NFL All Day, except they call these like the playbook. So it's like you're almost playing kind of a game to get to like 100 yards, and when you get to that 100 yards, you get packs. So it's a very novel concept. They're working on it as they go because usually what's used in these playbooks are the comment cards, which again incentivizes the cards. Give the cards like built in like kind of built in. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my train of thought, y'all. Um, it gives the card kind of a built-in like punch, a built-in. I know what word I'm trying to say, but I can't remember it. Uh, it gives them like a built-in incentive, right? Um, so you kind of gonna want to. Uh, sorry, let's go back. So let's describe the playbook. So every week you'll have to have a certain set of cards, and there are certain cards that they call out, like the Monday night football game, the Thursday night football game, um, and Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday night football game, and you keep doing, and you given you give those certain cards based off of whatever challenge they give you, and you get 15 yards. If you get 100 yards, that puts you in line for having like getting a rare card. It's a whole different thing. I can't go too deep into it, so you guys will have to come over here and check out the playbook. Um, NFL All Day is now open to the public, so you don't have to like be chosen like before. It's all open to the public now, um, and they actually do listen to people. Um, so all of those challenges, like I was saying before, uses the common cards. So the rare cards and the legendary cards weren't getting any kind of play, right? And some people were getting mad about that. So what they decided to do was have a challenge for rare cards. So if you have one rare, any from his series one or historical, DB, linebacker, I'm sorry, defensive lineman, linebacker, a DB, or a kicker, punter, or a defensive team mode, you get a free card pack, which will contain a rare and two commons. So it's kind of really rewarding you for building a collection, and it incentivizes you to watch and trade cards every week because you're now getting cards for the next Monday Night Football game or the next week's Thursday Night Football game or the next week's Sunday Night Football game. So it gives a lot of traffic to the marketplace because you want to get the cards for the next Monday Night Football game. So just as an example, Thursday Night Football is the Dolphins versus the Bengals. So if we were to go look at those teams, you will see that those cards are inflated for this week. So like now this kind of gives you kind of a strategy, right? So now, okay, what about the next week's Thursday night football game? If I were to go buy those cards, I know those things are automatically going to get a pump, right? So it gives you kind of a kind of already known pump for the cards. But let's go look at those right quick. Uh, Miami Dolphins. And then Bengals, Cincinnati. So if we look at these, you can see there's a pump on. So quarterbacks tend to be very useful. You can see Tua's here at 40, almost $40. If we go look at Joe Burrow, okay, Joe Burrow's definitely pumped up. Oh, okay, that's his rookie card. So that one's at 60 something, and that one's at 39. Now, if we to go look for somebody who's not playing, say a Monday night or a featured game this week, which I know Derek Carr isn't, his will probably be in the lower range. So let's look. Derek Carr. So yeah, so see his is at $26. So you kind of got built-in pumps here. You can kind of play your own strategy here, and just play for earning money, or play for getting free cards with the playbook. It's your choice if you want to play to just earn money or to try to get to the whole game of getting the playbook cards. And let's see here. So we got about 15 minutes left. What's up, Alipo Rodriguez? What's up, Raise 3RPXRP? Thanks for coming along. And then we also have from NFL or from Flow / Dapper Labs is USC Strike. Now USC Strike doesn't get as much fame or as much buyers as NFL All Day or NBA Top Shot, which has historically been the case physical, um, even with physical cards. Everything outside basketball, baseball, and football, they struggle. Hockey cards, um, football cards, comic cards, they tend to struggle. They just don't get as many buyers. But it's pretty cool because they adjust for that. And if we were to look at like how many packs they print with this NFC or mint with NFC or I'm sorry UFC, it's not gonna be as many as what they actually meant for the Top Shot or for the NFL. They just don't mint as many with these. So that's a little starter pack. Seems like not that many people want these, so they over minted these. But if you want to go over here and have like a little starter pack, you could. But I think this is open to everyone too. You don't have to apply now for it. And they have a drop coming up tomorrow with like Ronda Rousey and a whole bunch of other like kind of USC greats. So you can see here it is. That one's okay. Top premium will be tomorrow, and then the base set will be day after tomorrow. So pretty cool. And yeah, so let's see if we have any questions out here. If not, I will move on to another coin. Let's see. Tell King, pay your tab. um, man, I can't be telling that grown man to pay anything for me. Let's see here. Okay, so let's go into next coin. I think we could probably go into one of these DAG coins. Let's go into GeoJam since I really like this project. Now, GeoJams is pretty cool because these dudes have Mariah Carey on their board as like a member helping with what they have going on. So it's pretty cool to see that they have Mariah on their team. Let's see, GeoJam. I don't know when they actually plan on coming out with the app for the public. Maybe you can actually find that on their site here. Experience moments together with GeoJam. I'll take your cookies, I guess. We are creators. GeoJam is the first social platform that empowers creators and their communities create and learn together. So sign up for the release. So you can see they don't quite have the app out yet, but it's coming. We made the creator economy of the future that redirects flow incentives back into the hands of the creators and the users themselves, all powered by the Jam token. One of kind Jam portal leverages blockchain technology to provide once in a lifetime experiences alongside a revolutionary content operator program. I think there's some stuff online for them on Constellation. Like they have a really cool video where they kind of tested out the app and like a guy asked, I think it was Monster, he's like, "Hey Monster, I want a watermelon flavor." And um, basically Monster took into account what he said and they gave out a watermelon flavor. So it's pretty cool. So that would be like kind of where you would want to be with that. I must be typing in the name wrong. I really want their site. Oh, it's gonna be sad for me if I can't pull up their site, and they're gonna give me a whole bunch of other stuff. So they just had this huge summit called Hi-Fi, which GeoJams kind of previewed themselves. It might not go fast enough for me to bring that up for you guys. Okay, it's gonna show me everything except for them. Sorry guys. So Constellation, they do have a, oh, okay, I know how I can do that. I can just go to their website. It should lead me there. Boom. Okay. Perfect. Going a little slowly, but it will come. I'll close down some of the stuff while it's loading. So I may have us watch a little bit of that GeoJam video if we can. I thought it was a pretty cool video. Okay, yeah. So here it is, the high def conference. Okay, they have a lot of this stuff, but it seems like they don't have the GeoJams. The GeoJams thing. Maybe GeoJams has their own website, and if they don't, I'll just come out here for questions and okay, perfect. They do have their own, or at least I'm assuming that that's them because of that being their logo. I hope it is. We'll see. Okay, let's take a look at. Okay, so they just had a little quick videos on here. Okay, this is the one I wanted us to look at. I wonder. We don't have 21 minutes to watch the whole dang on thing. So let's just look at a couple of the in-app experiences. It's skipping, guys. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm going to be able to play it. Oh, sorry. But at least you guys know the site now, so you can go, you can take a look at GeoJam if you want to invest some of your own money into it. Let's see. Sorry about that. So let me see if there are any questions. If there are not, we'll just peel off for today. All right, so there are no questions. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us today. And thanks. Catch you guys on Saturday. It'll be Saturday, 9:30 a.m. PST. All right. Thanks so much for coming out, guys. Have a good one. Peace.